Today, January 6th, 2025, we remember and commemorate and mourn the sad and horrific passing of Channon and Newsom, who were abducted and tortured and raped and brutally murdered in the most horrific way imaginable by a group of disgusting, horrific, violent subhumans. And we need to call attention to that. I understand that the events of today, we have the certification, we have, of course, the anniversary of what happened on January 6th, 2021, and of course also the terrible news that's coming out of England. However, we should not forget these two young people who were 21 and 23 respectively at the times of their deaths. Today they would be in their late 30s, early 40s, maybe having a family, maybe having children, and their families have to live with this horror, with this unsurmountable pain and anguish, just knowing that the last moments of their beloved children were spent in the most horrific, unbelievable, unimaginable pain and suffering. And we must not forget the coordinated, willful and purposeful media blackout, the media turning a blind eye to it, barely reporting on it, because of course the demographics of how it passed, of course the media immediately declared that it was not a hate crime, because of course this cannot be a hate crime when things like this happen. And of course this is YouTube, so I cannot elaborate too much, but if you are not familiar with the details of this case, please look it up. Just type in the search machine Channon and Christopher Newsom, January 6th and January 7th, 2007, and you will have all the information and unfortunately more. The families, of course, set up different charities and foundations in memory of their children. So it is advisable to, of course, donate, drop a line, and just show some support. But most importantly, we should call attention to it and remember them. Of course, we should remember their lives, but we should also remember how their lives ended and how the media treated this, because there are unfortunately very bad parallels to what's going on today with the news coming out of England. So if you have any means to do that, please pass the information on, share, not necessarily this video, just share the content, the information in whichever way you want, on whatever channels you may have access to. And if you have access to influential people, please draw this to their attention as well. Today is January 6th, 2025, and we remember and commemorate the horrific murder, rape and torture of Channon and Christopher Newsom on January 6th, 2007, 18 years old. Their parents could be grandparents by now, and instead of that, they have to live with this horrible thought and idea, this nightmare that unfortunately will never go away from them. So please bring this as much respectful and honorable attention as possible. Thank you.